the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wherever they're fighting, that's where you're gonna find them. Got the blast boat gassed up, tackle box, coffee cup, country boy living large. Just another day in the natural state, fishing Arkansas with Big Sarge.
Good morning, Arkansas. How about that right there?
That
Drop
was good.
shot.
We got some hypeness going on right now. Let's get this juice flowing.
We got to get it flowing. It's kind of like Tommy Smith when he says, all aboard. You right, Todd?
You know, it would help if I turned my microphone on. Yes, that is correct.
That's what he uses, don't he?
Yes.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, I heard him the other day. He called into the show. It sounded good.
That must not have been while I was here.
Yeah, he called in. I think Bill was in here too. So
That
anyway,
would have been early in the week, either Monday or Tuesday then.
right. We got a big Sunday. Me and Drop Shot. Drop Shot's
Hey.
me and you, baby.
Hey, let's make it do what it do.
Girls didn't show up as
the
usual,
originals.
so who knows what they're doing. We
y'all-
got Todd over behind the producer's ball over there.
Good morning, everyone.
What'd you say?
I said, just let the ladies know they enjoy themselves this evening.
That's right.
We
that's
got
right.
it. We'll hold
That's
it
all
down.
right. Y'all
today.
just stay at home and sleep in. You are probably waking up to some rain, but let me tell you, it's supposed to be gone by 10, maybe 11 o'clock. This is free fishing weekend. We got some choices for you today, so you can fish all the way to midnight without a license.
Yes.
Now, tomorrow, don't go back out there and say, Sarge said I can fish all week. That ain't right.
You may get a ticket.
Yeah, you may get a ticket.
Yeah.
Uh,
Enjoy the day.
Yeah, but boy, what a week, man. We'll talk about it real quick. We got about 15 minutes to jack around. But I'll say that I went down to Fork last Sunday, and I had no pressure. And what I mean is no guiding, no nothing. I do what I want.
Just went fishing.
I went fishing, and I learned how to fish the prickly pear.
Not the prickly pear. No, are we going to talk that today?
We're going to talk.
We're going to talk it.
people.
All right, let's do it.
I want to tell everybody right now listening or watching or whatever you're doing, get on FS1, and if you want to see the prickly pear, the Yakumono Uno, what's the other one?
You got the prickly pear, the Uno. Berkeley is coming out with one.
Berkeley
as well.
has one that's got
Berkeley's
a
coming out
scent
with
on
one. The scent on it, but you know what? I know we're talking about it, but you got some places you can go get them.
We do, and we're going to put that little secret out because if you let's put it this way, me and Drop Shot, which by the way, I doubt that we'll fish this Tuesday. The river's running over 100, but we get to fish free since we got 5th place 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So if we are fishing, that's great. But if we're not, fishing stuff has moved to
Hatchet Jacks.
Hatchet Jacks. Thank you. And
what
so
is that
on
road?
Crystal,
Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal Road.
Okay, all right, gotcha.
Right beside Steve's Speed Shop, was been there about 40 years. So there's still people out there racing too.
Yep. When did they officially open it?
Last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday. So I kind of like the new location, and it's kind of for selfish reasons because it's closer to me.
Yeah, it figures. But I will say this: they do have live bait, and that's a big deal.
Yes, live bait.
Big deal.
Especially as close it is to the river. I mean, that was one of the things that made Hatchet Jack was
right.
the live bait.
You know what though? Fishing stuff's never been open on Sunday, so I wonder are
they
they
finna
open?
start?
I don't know.
Ooh, well,
People could go by there and get some minnows right now.
That will be very important, especially if you got.
We'll
live
check
bait.
on that.
Okay,
We'll check. We may text. We may text Carson here a little bit. So anyway, let me get back to the Forks. So I went down there. Reasons because we fished our last tournament of the TTO, Texas Team Outdoors. Average 200 anglers. We made the championship, so we're top 50.
Outstanding.
And we're fishing for $100,000. Richland Chambers in October.
I'm telling you, that's
2-day event. You
bet-
got to watch the show, by the way.
Hey, I would say I'm gonna predict the weight for that 2 days. I'm gonna say it's gonna be between 58 and 64 pounds. I know that's a lot. 2 days between fit. I'm telling you, Richland Chambers has some huge fish in it.
Yeah, just to give everybody a little tip too is maybe all the TV over there is not on. That's the reason why I never seen that.
Oh.
Make sure you know that when you're using this prickly pear or Yakamoto, you got to use Facebook. I mean Facebook LiveScope.
You got to use LiveScope. Yeah.
You can use Facebook if you want to. But anyway, so I'm not real good at live scoping if the wind is massively blowing.
If you have to use your transducer moves a lot.
It's killing me.
Yeah.
So if you're watching right now, FS1, it's calm. They're out there doing it. And I'm talking about Jason Christie, which is one of the top spinnerbait throwers in the world, is throwing the dice bait. So Fisher had just caught almost a 9-pounder, and he was looking at it the whole time. So we're going to talk that piece. It's going to be pretty cool. But we got some great sponsors, and we do have some openings.
Yep.
And so the openings are Product Showcase, Topic of the Week, and Tips of the Week, which we're going to go over topic and tips today to kind of give you a hint of what those are. But let's start with Frank Fletcher Dodge. You see Sean's new
I saw that. I was
Jeep
wondering
out there.
who that was, and I pulled up. I was like, wait a minute, who is that?
Hey, let me tell y'all everything. Maybe you don't know, but the 26 model Jeeps, the top doesn't remove. It slides backwards. So you take the top.
No takeoff, huh?
No, you could take the doors off. You roll the back. You roll the roof off. And so now you ain't got to worry about taking that big old heavy thing and hanging it somewhere.
Right.
So that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
We will fix it up, though. Throw some 35s on there.
You know what? I can believe. I believe that 100%.
Yeah. Holiday Inn Suites of Russellville. Fishing stuff, which again, let me let everybody know, they did move from Sherwood to North Little Rock over at Hatchet Jack, so get over there. Shelters Insurance,
Jamie Marsh.
She is an angel. Her daughter's playing softball, and they're looking good. So here's the deal. If y'all just do me a favor out there while you're driving or wherever you're going, just call Jamie Marsh, Shelters Insurance, and just get a quote. That helps her.
Yep.
And maybe she can save you. Maybe she can't. But here's the thing.
But you won't know unless you call and ask.
Well, that and the fact that do you want somebody to actually talk to you?
Right, be there for you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yep.
We got Greg Oil Marine, which, by the way, that Phoenix rode fine. Let me tell you, Friday during practice, 4-footers. Now, y'all think ain't no 4-footers. They were 4-footers. There was boats tore up or pulling into coves and having people come pick him up and take him to the truck.
That's scary. Well, I know I was impressed, but I'm not even gonna lie. We fished that Tuesday night. I was thoroughly impressed with the Phoenix. That was the first time I really had been riding in a Phoenix for a time. But I gotta give you some props.
Yeah,
it's smoother than it's very smooth. I'm like, okay.
You know what I like about it too? It's light enough that boat gets up on top of the waves.
Yes.
Nice. So if you're looking for one, they got a 721 and 921 sitting over at Greg Oil Marine. Talk to Lisa; she's gonna fix you up. Stanley's Hardware since when?
1897.
Shoot, you
Thank
got to
you,
go
Todd.
by there and get all your stuff that you need to build a fence. Maybe you need to build a fence. I don't know. Axel's Plus and BB, great people. And then, of course, I got some side dishes.
What you got?
Lake Fork Marina, okay, with Miss Dana. So I was there, and they have 2 California groups that come in. And I'm talking 30. They fly in, get a
big
bus,
packs.
and come over there.
Right.
One of them is Rick's people, and this other one is another guy's people, right? They take them out, they'll fish, they'll golf, they'll have fun all week. So they got hotel rooms, they got cabins, you got a restaurant, you got a huge tackle shop, the marina.
Don't have to leave.
Don't have to go nowhere. Shorty Smalls and BB Slick Auto Care, Oasis 64, which I'm going to try to wash my truck, but it says it's going to rain all week.
You may be getting a car wash from Mother Nature.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Rolling Wraps.
For free.
Yeah, D&D Sun Control, East Texas Fiberglass, Shady Oaks Trail Getaway. Thank you, Karen, for taking care of my son and his ball team the past weekend.
That's cool.
Monster Marine Batteries. A friend of ours just bought a boat. He said, I'm headed to Arkadelphia to get my Monster Marines.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to be happy about it.
Yeah, that's right. Light and 10-year warranties. We got ICU Marine Monitors, which, there was 200 boats there, and then, we was out just with trolling motor. People go, how big is that monitor? Well, guess what I did? I slid it on Bassmasters.
Oh, so you watch little TV while you was out there?
So that's pretty cool. They're the only ones that the unit is built in. You don't have to buy the other part that's somewhere else, to pick up your Wi-Fi. Mountain Harbor, of course, Bill Barnes is the man.
It's the spot.
Hey,
but you got to also talk about, not only Mountain Harbor, you got to talk about Lake Darnell, the Gray, Iron Mountain.
He's good.
Too. He owns those too, and they are nice.
Bill don't take no shortcuts.
Yeah, he don't play with it.
I'll tell you right now, folks, I was going to get into what's up, but looks like we got a pro guide calling in. Tyson,
really?
how are you, friend?
Experience matters when it comes to fishing, and we have a number of people who call Fishing Arkansas each week who bear that out. Rick Carter, Coach Easterling, Jerry McCready, the list goes on and on. Another name on that list is Stephen Tyson, who has over 30 years of experience on White Oak Lake, as well as DeGray Lake and Lake Hamilton. If it swims, he'll catch it. Bass, crappie, bluegill, and catfish. Find him at Stephen Tyson Fishing on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. You can also call him at 870-818-0254. Here's Stephen Tyson on Fishing Arkansas.
Morning, Tyson.
What's up, Tyson?
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Hey, trying to get her done.
We're
baby.
rolling around. You know what I need your help with this morning is this free fishing till midnight tonight. So can you help us out with wherever you're at? Help these kids go fishing, and what can they do?
Right now, I'll tell you something that's going on. Arkansas Game and Fish stock a lot of ponds in neighborhoods and towns. We actually attended a fishing derby yesterday within our community at the high school pond. Check your high school ponds out, your park, and stuff like that. Those are the places that they're stocking. And they also have a list on their website that you can look at the places they their stock for the free fish weekend. And, you go to one of those locations you want to fish with, like your night crawlers, your crickets, up under a bobber, and your chances of catching a 4 or 5 pound catfish to a pound catfish is very there for you to catch one.
Okay, there you go.
Well, what is going on with you? What lake are we talking about today?
Today, White Oak Lake. I've been fishing it pretty heavy the last few weeks, and when I say heavy, I have, man. We had a good wave going on the both sides of the lake, the upper and lower. We were catching a lot of bass, a lot of crappie, a lot of brim and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you can definitely tell the heat is taking an impact right now, and the fish are moving deep. And, man, when I say they're deep, they're in that 18-foot of water and 15-foot of water in the thermal line. It's just cooler than the surface and the bottom temp. So they're all in that 18-foot of water, and the best way to catch them right now is your deep diving crankbait as far as your bass. When you're fishing for brim or crappie right now, and it's time right now, and fishing those deeper lay downs and stuff, you're fishing with slip bobber rig, which just allows you to have a good way to cast without having 6 to 7 foot line out, in which you can shorten it down to about 3 foot range where you can have a good accuracy as far as casting. So we're using slip bobber rigs and to catch brim and crappies, and they're biting, and we're throwing big crankbaits and your big worms around to catch the big bass at this time of year down on White Oak Lake.
All right, I'm going to ask you something that's probably going to be a little hard for your clients. I mean, I help Rick down at Forks, so I understand putting clients in there that are just mediocre anglers or they've actually never fished before. Is throwing the prickly pear or the dice bait or whatever. It's happening, Tyson. And Major League is dominating right now as we speak. Bassmasters Elites on the Passatank River, and they're smashing them with it. Have you used it?
You know what? It's been out and it's been catching giants. When I say giants, I mean I've been seeing these 8-pound to 11-pound bass getting caught on this thing. And you know I have not first kissed one yet.
Really?
I have none of them. And if y'all can find me that guy to get them, I will definitely give it a try. I've been watching it, and I've been seeing guys up here White Oak throwing it around. I believe it catch fish because I've seen it be done. Mm-hmm. But that's a bait I haven't tried yet, and I'm so ready to try it. I just haven't, bought one.
Well, so listen to this, Tyson. If you don't get to listen to the whole show, I've got a place where you can get them and a really, really good price, okay? That's the first thing. But during this show, I'm going to explain on my experience about the hook and the weight. It's all about the weight because if it falls too fast, you're done. If it falls too slow, you're waiting too long. So we're going to talk that piece, and I was on Fork, and I understand that if I've got a tree out there that's sitting in 13 foot of water, but I've got two big ones that are only 5 foot down sitting around the tree.
Yes, sir.
You throw that out there, and I promise you, folks, listen to me. When you throw it, they will go straight to it because they're trying to figure out what it is first. Mm-hmm. That's when you got to start getting their anger. You got to start yanking it. So we're going to talk that piece. But listen, Tyson, we appreciate you calling. White Oak Lake is not the only lake that you guide on. What's the other one?
The Gray.
We have Lake the Gray and we have Lake Hamilton, and I got a little spice there. I throw in the mix. There's Lake Columbia that's close to Cameron, Arkansas. I've been dipping in. So there's those 4 extra lakes on there. So, man, any of those lakes, I can put you on some fish, bass, crappie, brim. We can find them. Just book your trip, SRT, Fishing Guide Service. You can reach me at 870-818-0254. And let's get out there and have a fun day.
All right, Tyson, thank you for calling every Sunday, brother.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Y'all have a blessed Sunday.
Right,
see you, buddy. All right. So, listen, Todd, I want you to help me out here. Facebook is the big thing, and I've noticed our own Morning Mayhem has hit in the old Facebook a lot here lately.
Well, all the shows have because they all stream on Facebook, X, Twitch, our YouTube channel. So you can always go to any of those. You can even go to the YouTube channel and catch the show if you say you go to church this morning and miss part of the show. You want to go back and watch it. You can do that. You can also go to our to your favorite podcast platform and catch Fishing Arkansas that way. If you just want to listen to it on the way home, like I said, if you caught part of the show and not some of it, and you want to listen to it some more, go check it out.
There you go.
I will say this. We got tons that watch us on Facebook. Not so many on YouTube. There are some, but if you want to help us out on when it comes to the ratings, watch both. Watch Facebook and turn your radio on.
Speaking of which, good morning, Mama Baz. We know you're watching and listening this morning.
Yes. Yeah. Now, she does the YouTube.
She makes it happen, huh?
Yeah. So if they want to be part of the show, it's Leslie,
Leslie, Lesli, at signalmedia.com.
Folks, again, thank you for waking up. It's 8:20, and I'll tell you right now, you're going to look outside saying, well, it's free fishing, but it's going to rain all day.
Nope.
Supposedly, it's going to stop around 10. Mm-hmm. And during this show, for the next hour and a half, we're going to give you some choices. Now, you heard what Tyson said, that you can go to some hatcheries. Well, he doesn't know this, but they did that yesterday.
Yeah.
And
but are they closed? Are the hatcheries? But can you still go fishing?
I would assume maybe we can check out, but I know that they stocked them and they probably caught them. You know how that is. And then you got to sign up, which is kind of a weird deal.
Hey, you want me to throw something at you real quick?
Bring it.
Let's fish in Arkansas. Do something next year for free fishing.
Take some kids fishing.
Take some kids fishing, or we just set up, or we just make a fishing derby.
Man,
What you think about that?
I don't
Just
mind
think. I'm just throwing it at you. Put that in your brain for a little bit.
I don't mind. I'll simmer on that.
Yeah.
Hey, simmer on this, folks. The Champions Tournament, Old Hickory. You want to know about it?
Yeah.
How about $3 million purse? 1.25 goes to the first place. Second is 500,000. Third is 300,000. The top 50 in the world. They're taking 25 from the elites and 25 from MLF. October 28th to November 1st. How about that? Grab a little change.
What lake is that?
Old Hickory.
Old Hickory. That's
I think it's
in Old
Kentucky.
Hickory. Is in Kentucky or Tennessee?
No.
One of them. I think it's gonna be some big smallmouth. I think that is the smallmouth land. I think.
I can tell you right now that if you're watching Bassmasters, Jason Christie and Fisher have already made it. All right, we got to go on break. Coming back with some What's Up, and guess what? Here's your first fish report.
All right, the first fishing report right now. Let's go to Greer's Ferry. All the bass, excuse me, all the species of bass are active right now. Go to your main lake points. We're gonna throw the Carolina rig. Yes, we said Carolina rig with Zoom lizards. Also, they are working well with drop shots out there. So if you find any drains, watch the rain because there's a lot of rain going on right now. Look for the runoffs. Right now, the runoffs are good when it comes to Greer Ferry. So get you some swim baits, 3.8, 4.3. Take those out there in those drains and make it do what it do.
Fish in Arkansas. I'll be right back. I'll do that.
All right, let's give a shout out, folks, that's watching us this morning. Let's see who we got here. Let's take it from the top. Good morning, Miss Eva. Good morning, Randy. Good morning, Miss Teresa. Morning, Chris. Morning, Toby. Let's see who else we got. Good morning, Vince.
Well, I'm on there.
Yeah, you know, I say you're showing it. You're watching us. Thank you all for paying attention to us this morning and making it do what it do. You know, I got to give a shout out to Miss Angelia. All day, every day. Woohoo! Let's see here what we got here going on. Man, it was hot yesterday. It was hot. And if you got in certain creeks that didn't have any wind in it, you were like, oh, what's that? What did Bozo say? Oh, Willie Bozo, Nozo, whatever it was. What's going on my phone? Well, we're going to talk.
Yeah, it was hot. Believe me.
Yeah.
But we had clouds that rolled through, and that felt good. But when the sun came out, boy.
It hurt, didn't it?
And we were fishing a lot of backwater, too. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That hurts. Let's see what we're doing when we got to do what we got to do. Oh, yeah. We're going to do shout-outs when we come back.
No. Well, yeah.
Just give me a heads up. Give me a heads up.
I got to do What's Up, and then we got to do them in order, babe.
Let's make it do what it do.
What's the address for the new location of Hatchet Jacks? Can you put that out?
Okay, let me go. I can make that happen. Hold on. Let's see here.
Somebody's calling already. 825. That's got to be Jerry.
Okay, here we go. Hatchet Jack address is 5827 Crystal Hill Road.
Look at him. Now he's using spinning reel, but you ain't got to use spinning reel. Trust me. Christian went back ahead.
Get it, really?
Matter of fact, it's fun. It is really fun to throw one.
Who asked it? Was that on here? That asked about the location? Do I need to put it out now? Wait till
yeah, let's put it out when I
okay, right now the location for the new fishing stuff is going to be 5827 Crystal Hill Road in North Little Rock. Zip code is 72118.
There you go. Punch that in.
That is 5827 Crystal Hill Road, North Little Rock. Zip code is 72118. There you go.
I got to go back and get on my YouTube and make sure my Channel 4 thing on the river showed Friday. That's part 2.
Ooh,
Where
I
I
saw-
actually caught some fish.
I saw the part 1.
Yeah, so you know how we
Did
caught
the mayor
fish
catch
on
up with you?
Tuesday?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's what I did.
Did the mayor catch up with you?
No. My sister's already up. That was nice and early.
Good morning. Are they horse racing?
No, you know horses.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna come back with my my Camp Under the Stars bit, and then we'll get Jerry. Then we'll go to what's up.
Jerry?
Yeah, I got to go to Fairfield Bay today. We got somebody meeting us up there to get some of that old furniture. Dude, when I tell you I ain't doing nothing till Camp Bass, I ain't doing nothing till Camp Bass.
What do you mean? I ain't doing
I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I'm chilling.
It's time to switch back, everyone.
#1 independent used car dealership specializing in level and lifted trucks. D3Autosales.com.
Yeah. You feel it, baby?
Hey, got somebody else another 100%.
Welcome back to Fishing Arkansas. Here's Drop Shot.
Well, it ain't Drop Shot.
Well,
it's
not-
me, Camp Under the Stars. That's what I've got for y'all after
right.
break. Cedar Falls.
Okay.
Now listen to me.
We listen.
State is the first state park, Petit Jean, home to Cedar Falls. Tallest mountain. Good
Come on.
Lord.
It's all
The
good.
tallest photographed waterfall is 95 feet. You hear me?
95 feet high.
Yeah, so go there. Great times. And guess what? Do you know the story, Petit Jean?
I really do not.
You killing me, man.
It's all good. Yeah, you wanted to tell me. So
Yeah, I do want to tell you. According to the story, a French girl fell in love with an explorer who was joining an expedition to Louisiana Territory.
Okay.
Because women were not allowed on the voyage, Drop Shot, she cut her hair, disguised herself as a boy,
A boy.
which they do now. And signed on as a cabin boy under the name Petit Jean, which means Little John. You didn't know that
No, I
in
thought-
French.
Yeah.
During the expedition, she became seriously ill. Before she died, she revealed her true identity and asked to be buried on the mountain overlooking the river.
Oh,
There's a little piece of history.
Petty Jean. Okay, I got you. Thank you for that update. I didn't.
Ah, man, that's what I do. That's what I do.
That is new. That was a fun fact. There we go.
Yeah, and today it still happens. Huh? Let's get Jerry on.
Jerry.
Not only do we tell you about the hottest fishing spots here on Fishing Arkansas, we also get you in touch with the best guides around, and our next guest is no exception. He's so devoted to his craft that he's known as the Crappie-holic. You especially know him if you hang around Greer's Ferry, but if you don't, check him out online at crappieholicguideservice.com. You can also call him at 501-350-9053. Here's Jerry McCready on Fishing Arkansas.
Morning, Jerry.
What's going on, Jerry?
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Look, before we get into guide service, I need your help because the hatcheries only did the free fishing hatchery deal yesterday. So today, supposedly, is supposed to stop around 10. Would you throw some advice out there for the listeners and for the viewers on how these kids can come to Greer's Ferry and fish, maybe off the bank or what? Could you throw something out there for us?
Well, honestly, as far as the Greer's Ferry Lake itself, there's very few places you can actually publicly fish. Most of it's private. You can go into like Corps of Engineers parks, like Devil's Fork. You can go down there by the boat ramps, on either side of the boat ramps, and fish. You can't fish off the docks at the ramps, but you can fish there. Same thing at Choctaw End. There's areas around the recreational areas. You just pay your $5 use fee and go in and find a place to park, walk down, and just, as long as you're not in the ways of the boats launching and everything, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Listen, you know what? You made a good point on Greer's Ferry. Most of all that land around the lake is owned by someone.
Yeah,
So
you
it's
don't
a
want
lot
to.
of-
Hey, you don't want to be right. You have a lot of Karens out there. You
Yeah,
understand?
it's a lot of areas around that look open that you like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go rock down here and fish.
Yeah.
No, you don't do that.
No,
You don't
and
surround
Jerry, I'll tell you right now, we figured this out yesterday real fast. The brim are on the banks, Is that what's happening at Greer since the water's come up a little?
Water's come up a lot. The bluegill, we're still catching the decent sized ones. We're still catching in brush 10 to 15 feet off the, in the depth column, off the lake points and stuff while we're trying to fish for crappie and walleye. I haven't fished for brim specifically, so I don't know for sure.
Isn't that amazing? Just a month ago, you were saying be safe, it's 6 foot low, blah blah blah, and now, especially if you go into Cove Creek, it's actually up in some trees over there.
Yeah, well, it came up 4 inches since last night.
Wow. Hello.
Wow. So
they got over 4 inches of rain up there yesterday afternoon after I got off the water.
Yeah, and you know what, Jerry? I know people out there saying, I don't want it to rain. I want to go out and have a good time. What you don't want is a drought.
No.
We don't. Right. There's some lakes in Texas and other areas. They ain't seen rain in 6 months.
It look like Conway out there.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to talk about Conway.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to start that one.
Well, all right, Jerry. So tell me what's going on and what you catching.
Well, obviously, most of the week I was on walleye. I did find out yesterday that big 521 Ranger is probably saltwater ready because I was out in that big water yesterday, counted 23 boats at one point around us that was either wake boats, pontoons pulling tubes, or them big ski boats. And me and my client was out there riding them 4-footers just rocking. And he's like, how do you do this? I said, you just tune it out.
It's hard. Fish. It's hard, man.
But we did get a double limit of walleye though.
Oh, that's more better right there.
But you know the crappie are still they're biting, but they've been finicky. We went day before yesterday. Ended up with 25, not the biggest fish I've caught. Found thousands of fish, but they were just not in a very good eating mood. Tried live bait, tried the crappie magnet, mid-south tube, beat jig, tried everything on them, and even a hair jig. And they either wanted it or they didn't, and most of them didn't. So I don't know if it was because the water had come up and it was dirty up in the river still a little bit, but yeah. But it's going to get better. I mean, summertime pattern fixing to be on fire.
So, Jerry, I'm going to throw something at you. And I don't know that you watch Bassmasters and Major League Fishing or anything like that, but I will tell you the last 3 weeks on any of these big tournament trails, the big ones now, huge, they are throwing the dice bait. And listen, I don't care what anybody says. I've done it myself. I know what they do when you throw it in the water. I know how the fish reacts. Mm-hmm. My question to you, Jerry, is there or is there going to be a crappie dice that's really, really small?
A little bitty one.
Yeah, a little bitty. What do you think about that idea?
I think you can go to Greer's Ferry Bait and Tackle, walk in there, and let Doug show it to you.
Okay,
so
I didn't know.
They already got it. Okay, there you go.
It just makes sense. Now, me and you both know, Drop Shot knows too, that it's all about the weight. If he goes too far, if he goes too fast past them, they'll never look at it. And so for you, with wake boats, that's got to be impossible.
Yeah, there's no way to do that. We went to a 3/8 head yesterday, dropping crawlers for those walleyes, and we were fishing 35, 40 foot of water to the bottom. And trying to stay on that fish. It was all about boat control yesterday. I would get him on the beam, and I'd say, throw. He'd throw. I'd see it go down where it was supposed to. And then the rest of the time, I just like, watch your rod tip, because I got to hold on and keep your line straight.
Riding around
it was rough. And I started to take a dadgum panoramic picture of it, because where I was at, it would have been phenomenal. And I said I wasn't guiding on Saturdays, but since I had 2 days off this week, I had to make up a little money.
No, I was just about to hit on that. Folks, Monday through Friday, or actually Monday through Thursday, a lot of folks get off early on Friday, and you'll see a lot of those boats out there. But if you want to go out for a really nice, relaxable day and catch crappie, then book Jerry Monday through – Jerry, tell me, Monday through Thursday, Monday through Friday, or what?
No, I mean Monday through Friday and Saturdays. If you really want a fun, calm fishing experience with no ski boats, no swimming, I will for the next 6 to 8 weeks. I will guide Saturday on Lake Brewer for crappie. It's a watershed lake, so there is no skiing, no swimming, so it's only fishing boats. It is still a little low. It might not be after yesterday, but anyway, the fish are biting over there. We got 60 last Saturday.
They are biting. There's a really good night bite, too. But listen, we got to move on. I want everybody to book you and get to have a really good time with Jerry. How do they do it, Jerry?
Absolutely. I'm booking second. I might be in the third week of July right now, but the Saturdays are still open for off lake. They can call me at 501-350-9053 or text, preferably text. That way I got a record of it. They can go to crappieholicguideservice.com, scroll down to the bottom, click on the schedule, half day, full day, and it should pop up. Click on the dates you want, and it should show you times available. They can go to Facebook, Crappieholic Guide Service. Follow me there, please, and look for the posts and stuff. As far as my personal page, Jerry McCready, you can follow me there as well.
All right, Jerry, thank you, folks. Every Sunday he's going to give you a great Greers Ferry report. Looking forward to it. Be safe out there, brother.
Yes, sir. Enjoy yourself.
See y'all.
All right, bub. Let's go to Coach E if we can.
There we go.
Every good team needs a coach. It could be a team of coworkers. It could be in the classroom. It even extends to fishing. Now, the man we're about to bring on is known as the fishing coach. When you check out his YouTube channel, you'll see he'll help you catch fish, maybe even catch your personal best, and he'll help teach you how to use the latest electronics while he does it. He's the head fishing coach at Nashville High School. He's a guide on both Lake DeGray and Lake Ouachita. Here's Jimmy Easterling on Fishing Arkansas.
All right, Coach. Are you watching Bassmasters? Have you taken time to watch it?
Oh, yeah. Yesterday I got to watch it all live. I had my kiddos at the house. Wife was working out, and she took another kiddo to the doctor, so I got to watch it the whole morning, and then I've watched it this morning until we left the house on our way to church.
Well, listen, we're going to cover this into this 2-hour show, but I don't care what anybody says out there. I know for a fact, because I was on Fork for a whole week, what this dice bait will actually do. If you're watching right now, folks, fish are caught at 8.5, and that's what they're doing. They're fishing some sort of prickly pear or Yakamoto bait. One of them. How is your luck on there, young man?
Man, so it's special. I can't hide it anymore because of tournaments. If you keep up, it is a deal still to where it's not always a high percentage catch rate. But look back at flipping a Texas rig, a jig, a frog. Those aren't either. So people are like, and I was one to say, hey, I've lost fish on it, but it kind of goes to that. So many ways to rig it. There are lakes I think it's going to work better than others. But I will tell you that the biggest thing about it is it catches big fish. There's something about this that catches giants. Now, when you're on a fork, past the Contra River, I can't say it, so I just kind of put it all together. When you're in a place with big fish, it's going to trick your bite. But when you're at a Gray, a Ouachita, you kind of have to downsize. You kind of have to figure out what the deal is there. Because Ouachita, we've caught fish with it. I was catching fish with it in January, but I had on a 1/2-ounce jig head catching them in 40 foot in water off the bottom. These were structured cover fish. I do not I'm not all about throwing it at the floating suspenders that are swimming. I know people have done it. I'm more of a cover structure guy with it. But yeah, this week, I just made a post on my Instagram. It's going to be on my Facebook soon. Our man Easton Gray. Me and Easton went back-to-back 7-pounders with it on a lake in Arkansas. Wow. We got the picture. Put the fish in the water. I'm calling his dad, Toby, on a voice message, telling him what just happened. And he hooked up on another 7 with it. So I'm middle voice message, hey, we just doubled up on 7s with this koiki. And then Easton's like, I got another one. And I'm like, hey, I got to go. And so there's something about it. It's not a secret. It's all out there. It's just there's a lot to fishing with it. And still understand it's fishing, not catching. But when it happens, it does happen. I
want to cover this real quick because we do need to get your report. I was fishing the brush piles there, and they were in 19 foot of water, and some of them were in it, some of them were above it, some of them were beside it, and it's all about the weight, if you ask me, Coach. And if I threw the prickly pear out there and got it halfway down to that brush pile, halfway, the fish are actually coming out looking at it, and that's when you got to start figuring out how to get them to hit it.
Yeah, and every fish, and schools of fish, we got to remember they're all different.
Right.
Because, like, for example, at Washita right now, they're seeing it well, the gray. But that lake me and Easton were at Tuesday, they did not, like, they saw it, but they were not firing on it. So you're like 2-3 foot over their head. And that's a lake that has exact same water clarity as Fork. So every day's different, too. We got to remember that. And that's just me on the water with live scope. How like they might see this thing 10 feet away, 5 feet away, or you literally got to put it on top of them to try to antagonize them. Speaking of Fork, and I'll go to my report, man, I saw another guide. I know he's not Rick or associated with us, but Ronnie Kelly posted a video clip of a school of fish at Fork in some timber, and oh my goodness, like we would never see that in Arkansas. Like, and I was just like, I saw that school, and I was like, man, I remember catching fish and stuff like that without live scope, because he just showed a live scope clip, and they were catching them on crankbaits or something. But it was like 50, 64, and 6 pounders. It was so cool. But yeah, so hey, report right now, guys. Lakes are fishing great. Hamilton to Gray is more, tough, I think, than Washita from what I've heard. The Gray, you're catching a lot of fish, but they're shallow. Guys, they're 5 to 10 foot grass lines, pockets. They're not as deep like Washita. I'm catching them anywhere from 30, 40 in trees, 20, 30, and then there are fish. I've got the report this week. I don't get to do it on my lessons because people that come with me want to learn the minnow. They want to learn this new techniques, but I got word that the big worm bite happens this weekend at Washita. The old Texas rig, plum, old monster, or green pumpkin, but the old school big worm still catches fish, everybody. It is okay, all right? You ain't got to go out and buy these Japanese baits. There's other stuff still catching. But and then the topwater bite was good for me this week. And it's interesting because I knew I had someone come by my house, Carson Humphrey, who won the Mr. Bass, and he's like, hey, how's that topwater bite been? I was like, God, I was like, dude, it's not been hot enough yet. So yeah, the fishing's good. Like I said, look for starting your main lake point and then work your way in the creeks. The Gray this week, I found them in the back half of pockets, back half of creeks, but Washita, I'm catching them on the main lake.
Water temperature in those lakes right now are in mid-80s. Is that right?
It dropped to low 80s. I even saw 78, 79 after that rain we had. Okay. But after this week, it'll get right back up. It will get right back up. The lakes are about, the Gray's 2 foot low, Washita's 2 foot low, which is high for this time of year. Still be very careful when you're out. One thing I'll say, guys, during the week, it's not as bad. But I'm still wearing life jackets. But weekends, wear a life jacket. And the biggest deal of why you want to wear a life jacket, there's so many reasons, okay? But one thing that's new, let's say new, the past few years, those wake boats are out and surfing, and they're making these waves. You might not see them till you might not ever know they're there until you hit them. And because they're big swells, and like we almost hit one this last Friday. Like the wake boat was it was not in our sight, but that wave came. We had our jackets on, and I'm going 30. But if you're driving 50, 60, and you hit that thing, you're flying out of the boat.
Yep.
Good safety right there.
That is. And
with the bass boats nowadays, you got those 212 sitting in front of you. You might not see those waves. You got the last question?
Oh,
yeah. Coach, on those prickly pears or whatever you throw in those urchin baits, because that's what they call them now.
Urchin, yeah, I'm calling them urchin baits. Yeah.
Have you found out them to work better cloudy days or sunny days, or does it matter?
Man, that's a great point. I've caught them on both. What's interesting is good thing with live scope, we get to see like how I'm fishing. But you can tell there's days they want it, some days they don't. Like the Gray, they eat it at the Gray. It's crazy. Washita, I'm still kind of trying to figure it out. And I think it can happen there. But man, just keep playing with it. And the other deal I would like to get on is, these guys are catching them on these lakes without scope too. It's not just a live scope bait. Like Jason Christie ain't scoping those fish right now with it. He's tossing that thing under docks and just fishing it old school and catching 9-pounders. Yep. That looks really fun to me. instead of me watching it and eating. I mean, that's cool, but I'd rather flip that thing under a dock and catch a 9 without watching it.
Right.
So my man, Big Sarge at Fort, let's go make it happen. Go flip that dude under a dock and catch you a big.
Shoot, listen, man. I figured out real quick you could get on the standing timber or the brush piles, and it's all about the weight. And I'm using a size 1 treble with a teardrop drop shot weight hooked onto the hook that's going into the pair.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I'm doing it.
What size is your weight? What size is your drop shot weight?
Oh, it's small.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like an 1/8 or?
I don't even know. I have to look. And you got to keep them there beside you because you got to figure out if they're 16 foot deep. It's got to go slow enough that they got their attention. If it's too fast, you're going to mess up. So.
Right.
We had 4 rigged up the other day in the boat, me and Easton. We were ready to rock and roll, different heads, different sizes. Right now, that core tackle dice rig hook, the 1/8 ounce 3/0 hook for your full cast koi keys and the prickly pair, that's right now kind of my favorite setup. I think the treble hook way with the nail weight's legit, but the thing is if they throw the bait and you have a nail weight in it, it's gone. It's going to sink. And these things are hard to get now. Prickly pair is cheaper, so it won't hurt you as bad. But the full cast koi keys are going $120 to $400 on eBay right now.
You got to be kidding!
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, it's not, guys. And if you want to buy one in Japan, here you go. You want to buy one from Japan because the stores in Japan are selling them on eBay because they only made so many, and they didn't know this was going to happen. Like they just didn't, and it's special material, all that good stuff. If you want to buy it from Japan, it costs as much to ship it over here as the bait. So you might buy one for $80, and it's going to cost $80 to get over here.
Yeah, we can't do that. But listen, we got to go. Thank you for every Sunday's report, buddy.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Yes, y'all have a good one. Talk to you later.
See you, Coach. All right, let's do our fishing report right now. Let's go to hash break. The brim and catfish are doing very well. The brim are starting to bed right now, so get you some crickets and red worms. The catfish are also being caught on crickets, so you don't have to take too much stuff out there. Crickets and red worms, make it do what it do.
Oh, Fishing Arkansas, I'll be right back. Y'all stay with us.
If you want to leave, I'm with it.
I see. That baby like he hadn't spawned out. He must have just ate a baby duck or something. You hear me? Oh, my head is starting to hurt. This dog on my ground. I tell you what, go away. Go away.
Sarge, can I get by you, please?
How big was that? Did he catch it? When did he catch that sucker?
Yesterday.
Hey, Rick, did that bass have a duck in him? You got how big his belly is. It look like he got a baby, a full-size duck in his belly. Shout-outs. One shout-out's coming.
I got to get some what's up first.
All right, well, let's get what's up.
That's good, though. We got a lot of people calling early.
Yeah. His shoulders on fire today, too. They quickly in it? Corkle? Urchin baits, baby. We're going to call them urchin baits.
Mm-hmm. Look, those ones that are $7.99 are fine.
I already know. You know? The fish is not going to say, hey, man, where you buy that at? Is that a $50 or a $100 one? Hey, I'm gonna tell everybody what they can do now. Y'all, to save money on the gas right now. I'm telling you, I don't know who you prefer when it comes to your gas stations, but Circle K right now, I got that app. When you first sign in, they're gonna give you 4 fill-ups, 40 cents off per gallon. And then after that, they're gonna give you some deals. Then they give you another 4 fill-ups with 25% off, 25 cents off.
No, I guess that's not for that anymore.
And then I'm now hitting my
Did you go to
second
TV
one.
input?
That's pretty nice.
There isn't one. That's what I was feeling for underneath.
No, go back. Now go left. Right there. I don't know if it's 1, 2, or 3.
There it is. You are the man, Big Sarge.
Yeah, I play with the TV.
Yeah, you are the man with the plan. But no, for real talk, if anybody listening to me out there, go get the Circle K app and save some money on gas. I saved $8 this morning on filling up my truck, 40 cents off, 20 gallons. I said, I'll take that. I got three more fill-ups that I can get 40 cents off a gallon. I know, right? That's what I said. I said, give it to me. Circle K app. They're not one of my sponsors, but just looking out for people to help them out. Save some money on this gas.
Yeah, I got to shout out Sean. She came down there and cleaned my place, too.
No, this is good stuff.
Ooh.
Sean, Sean, if you're listening, Sean, I have a request. I'll text you offline. You know what we talked about? You told me to ask her. You don't remember? It's all good. Do you have migraine problems? Boy, they suck.
She does.
Man.
I mean, they hard on her.
Boy, I can feel one. I don't have none of my Rezabitan, whatever you call it, Rezabitan, in my truck.
She got her ear pierced inside. That helped, and I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. So we'll go. We'll do this little thing. Then we'll go to Dustin, and then we got to catch up on our stuff. What's up?
What time is it? I hate that I don't have no clock around.
It's you coming out of the break then?
Yeah, I'm doing the camping.
Okay, all right.
It would have been one of the girls, but again, listen to what I'm saying. It'd be the last time I asked.
Time to switch back.
Welcome back to Fishing Arkansas. Here's Big Sarge.
All right, before we get our Lake Greason report, Camp Under the Stars. Now, I did Cedar Falls. You got the little story on Petty Jean.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah,
you got one for this one?
No story. But number 2 is Mount Magazine, the state's highest peak. You know that?
I did know that.
They get a lot of snow up there. Hiking, mountain biking, horseback riding, rock climbing, ATV. So there's a lot of stuff to do there. I'm just going to go through some stuff like that for like 7 different stops. And our next one's really going to be kind of cool. But talking about cool, let's get this man on.
Let's go, Dusty.
From Action Fishing Trips on Lake Greason, here's Dustin Holmes.
All right, I'm going to ask you just like I asked the rest of them. Have you been watching the Bassmasters Elites while you're at home?
No, I hadn't the last couple of days. No.
All right, you're killing me. But anyway,
I know.
Just like just like Major League. If you turn it on right now, you will see them using the urchin bait, whatever you want to call it. Folks, is no joke. It's working. I was at Lake Fork, Dustin, and it is a fun bait, but you have to have forward-facing sonar. That's the only way that I can see a person using that catching fish. Have you used it yet on your guide trips?
No. Of course, like I said, 99% of everything we do is crappie. That's just so I haven't had a bass trip really since it's kind of really got hot. You know, They might come up breaking or something beside us on a crappie trip, and we might throw at them or something like that. But we're just using, little shad or even our crappie jigs, just throw them at them. But other than that, I haven't had a chance to take any clients to use it, no.
I got you. So this is Free Fishing Week. And it ends today at midnight. Can you throw some tips out if the kids are around your area? Can they come there and fish off the bank, off the docks? What can they do?
Yeah, there's a lot of good places to fish on Greason that you can just drive right down to the water and get out. Kirby Landing, like campground, there's 2 or 3 points. You can go anywhere. Just drive down there. There's some day use areas. Just drive right down there to the water, and there's tons of brush and stuff in the water around those areas. You could take worms or crickets and definitely catch a bunch of brim and stuff like that easily from the dock.
Okay.
Dock or the bank. Either way.
Is there a lot of private property around those areas that people have to watch out for to walk on?
No, all those are just campgrounds, core campgrounds. So you just drive down there, and there's the day use swimming area and stuff, and
get a picnic table and fish from the bank, swim, whatever. You can do it all there.
Make a day out of it.
Yeah, folks, if you're around that area, great place to go and catch some brim right now. Or know they're on the banks. So what is going on, brother? What you got going on in the crappie world?
To be honest with you, it's pretty amazing. You know, normally this time of year, numbers start going down, fishing starts getting tougher as far as the crappie. But all this rain we've had, it's good. I mean, we're killing them. I mean, it's crazy for it to be this good this time of year. I got to say, we're probably averaging 50 to 70 on a half-day trip. It's crappie. It's crazy. Now, I don't know how long that's going to last until the rain stops and, you know, it starts getting into summertime, I guess, real summertime. But right now, we are still killing them.
Okay. Sometimes I might go get them then.
Yeah, you know, folks, if you're out there watching, you want to save a little money. If you don't have a boat, if you don't want a boat, but you love to eat fish,
you want to
jump on. Yeah, he's got 4 boats, right? Dustin, 4 boats?
Yeah.
Yeah, jump on one of the boats, fill up your ice chest. Maybe you got to go twice a month if you like to eat fish, you know. But
in the boat note,
it's a good, cheap way not to have a boat payment if you want to get in one of these guys, right, Dustin?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I've had so many people, and even people that's gotten older that's had a boat, and, you know, it's a little harder for them to get around, a little harder for them to take care of it and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And they're like, you know, I sold my boat. They're like, I'm just going to come with you probably 3 times in the spring, 3 times in the fall. He said it's cheaper than a boat payment. I don't have to worry about keeping my boat up. I don't have to worry about storing it.
Insurance.
And just come down there, jump in the boat. We catch fish every time. You clean them. I take them home and cook them. You know, so that guy said, I think that's my route.
Keep it simple.
Well, and folks got to know. Folks got to know that I pick the best. You know, there is a website out there that this young lady started called
Guide Arc,
and I understand that on this forum. There's comments that people can make and whatever, but what you're listening to on this show is my friends. These are guys that I know I can trust. Mm-hmm. They're safe. You're going to catch fish, but you're going to have a good time. And repeat business is big with every one of my people. Okay, so look at some guys. They may go out one time and they never go back.
That's it. One hit a quitter.
Yeah. So anyway. All right,
what you got to be careful with, and like you nailed it, you get a lot of these people that are they guide part time. You know, they start their guide service. Well, they might guide on the weekend, and they might take a day off from work. Right. Well, you're not getting no full time guide. Right. You're not getting somebody that's on the water every single day. And I can promise you something. Somebody that's a full time, that's what we do for a living, is totally different from a guy that is a weekend warrior that's just taking you out there collecting money on the weekend, you know, not doing it full time. So, I agree with you 100% on that, you know.
Well, and here's the thing, folks. If you're listening or watching right now, you got to understand these guys are out there every single day. They know every pattern these fish are whether it's a winter, summer, spring, fall, doesn't matter. They know every pattern because they're out there every day.
They keep up with them.
And they keep up with them. You got to keep up with the fish. And a weekend warrior will never do that. So, except me. Now, I can go down to Lake Fork a little bit now. I can catch some fish.
I hear you.
Excluding you.
I thought I'd throw that in there as a little side note.
There you go.
All right, Dustin, listen, how do they get a hold of you? And if you would, folks, if you're looking for a weapon of your choice, you know, this man owns a couple of shops down there. If you want to tell everybody. Yeah, tell everybody about that.
So I also own two pawn shops, one in Arkadelphia Pawn and Gun, and Malvern Pawn and Gun. And Malvern, it's probably closer to a lot more people that are listening to this, but my gun selection is huge. I think I probably have somewhere around close to 1,000 guns on display there. So it don't matter, pistols, shotguns, rifles, ammo, and tons of tools. I mean, we have so much stuff. Malvern is a monster pawn shop. So if anybody's listening, looking for a firearm, I also do that. There in Arkadelphia Pawn and Gun, both of them have big selections of guns. But Malvern would be the store probably closer to most people listening. Far as fishing, you know, give me a call on my cell, 828-0605, or you can go online to actionfishingtrips.com.
Okay, buy a gun, catch a crappie with Dustin Holmes. How about that?
There you go.
Take it home.
See you, buddy.
Oh, boy.
All right, you got a report there before we go on?
We're finna go on break. Yes, I do. I have a report. Lake Maumelle, right now, the largemouth bass are biting very well in the morning times. Anywhere from 2 to 8 foot of water. Get you some spinnerbait, buzz baits, anything that's on top there, come get it. As the midday comes, get you jig head, lead head, drop shot. The spotted bass right now are anywhere from 12 to 15 foot of water. They're on the rocky point, so take your same method, top water with your drop shots, and make it do what it do. The crappie are over 15, 18 foot of over brush and being caught on minnows.
Rick Carter says that Circle K is owned by Kelly Jordan. How about that?
Kelly, the fishing guy?
Yeah, father-in-law, great company owned by the USA Outdoorsman. All right, we'll be right back. Fishing Arkansas.
I tell you what, you're going to save some gas.
Look, they stroking, bull. They stroking. Hello? This might be Jeff Sprague, Major League Pro. Chubbs.
Say what? I'm sorry. I had this thing on my ear.
They stroking. Look at this guy. Now, he's called the show before.
Who is he?
Kyle Patrick.
Cal be making sure he is sunscreen down.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. He's crazy too. He's our next Mike Iaconelli.
Yeah, he does have a good personality. He's young too. These young kids ain't got no joke. They got game. I gotta give it to them. See, this is what I try to tell everybody. These young guys, the reason why they so good, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? The old heads, we had to go to work and all that good stuff. A lot of these kids now,
somebody paying for them.
Yeah, they mom and daddy got their boats and stuff. Yeah,
they've been fishing since he's 6.
If you don't have to get a boat, if you don't have to go buy a boat, and you have to buy a truck, and somebody.
Here's my question, and I'll put it to any high school kid.
Put it out there, brother.
If they took Live Scope away tomorrow, can you put a pattern together?
I don't know. When you say
took it away, gone.
I still think these kids just OJT on the water, man. I think they're able to put it together. You know, I think the Live Scope is just a quick, easy fix. But I think if they have that time and opportunity to be on the water.
Well, you're right. If you got the time, it's like trying to find brush piles without a Live Scope is a booger.
Right. Well,
you can do it, but it's a booger.
Even if you go to even go to side imaging. You go to side and you find it, them boys going, because they like to fish. Yeah. They're going to figure it out. They'll take their time and like, you know what?
He's got one right now you can't even handle.
I'm going to go through.
He's feeding that much line. That's a good one. But you don't have to throw it on the spinner. Now, he is, but you don't have to.
He might be throwing a smaller one. You throw a smaller one, spinner, the big boys, you're going to throw it on the bait caster.
Yeah. I think that what I've got might be a 1/8. Little bitty, and it's a round teardrop. So if here's your prickly pear. So the hook that goes into your pear, I got that weight right here. I just pinch it on there. I put it, and I pull it all the way down. Then I stick the hook in.
So you put it on first and then go dry. Okay, that makes sense.
Now I had a fish throw it.
Oh yeah, did you have it?
And it was right there.
Did you have you throwing lead or you throwing tungsten?
Look, that's a nice 5.
What's the lead over there? How many 30 pounds?
Oh
man, anybody got any pointers out there on fish management?
What?
Fish management. I had one of my fish that almost died on me yesterday, and but it was so hot yesterday. I put some germ juice on them to calm them down and keep everything. But I caught my fish early. I had my limit probably about 10 o'clock, but that's a long day to have that kind of fish. 'Cause I had 16 pounds to have that kind of fish in a live well for so long. I had my live wells running all day.
I'll say this: I froze 6 bottles.
So you keeping the water cool?
I put them in my ice chest, and then 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock yesterday, we had fish in a live well. I threw them in there, and then I had this stuff that when you put it in there, it turns the water green. and we were fine. But you're right, the water temperature was 82.
I'm going to do that.
Time to switch back, everyone.
And they say
Nothing more, nothing less. 103.7 The Buzz, KABZ, Little Rock.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy.
Welcome back to Fishing Arkansas. Here's Big Sarge.
All right, number 3. By the way, y'all get ready because we got Major League Fishing Pro Jeff Sprague on, and boy, I'm gonna throw him some questions today. Drop shot.
Okay, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if he'll answer them for me. Mammoth Spring State Park, one of the world's largest springs with 9 million gallons of water flowing hourly. How about that? That's another place, kids. Y'all tell your parents to run you up to. It's really a sweet place, and there's a lot of places in Arkansas. That's what we're trying to find is these hidden little gems.
And there are a lot of them in Arkansas.
Oh, a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
All right, let's get Jeff here. I hope he likes this intro.
Not only do we give you the hottest fishing spots here on Fishing Arkansas, we also like to get you in touch with the hottest pros on the water. Our next guest holds the record for the lowest bass caught during Redcrest. In 2025, he landed the single most valuable catch of the season with the Berkeley Big Bass at Heavy Hitters, and he finished in the top 10 in the Angler of the Year standings 3 times. Now we've reeled him in here on Fishing Arkansas. Want to catch him like he does? Well, he'll help you do it. Here's Jeff Sprague on Fishing Arkansas.
Morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Mr. Sprague.
Good morning, Big Sarge. Good morning, boys. How are y'all?
Making
Man,
it do what
we're
it do.
doing fine, boy. I had me a good jig back going yesterday morning on your lake.
Oh, boy, that'll make your ears stand up now, won't it?
Yeah, it will. It went away, and let me tell you, we had 180 boats, and when we left that point, went to some other places. You could forget about going back. there was boats on every point on that lake. But listen,
my goodness!
But thank you again. But I want to ask you something, Jeff. Tell everybody right now, Major League Fishing Pro Jeff Sprague. I know you don't fish Bassmasters, but that's what we're watching right now on FS1. And Jeff, I want to throw some stuff at you because I did watch y'all's last tournament, and whether it's the prickly pear, Gary Yakamoto's bait, or whatever, it's happening. I believe in my heart, fishing on fork with it last week, that you need forward-facing sonar to actually see how fast it goes down and see their reaction. What is your take on this bait, and what do you think?
Take that forward-facing sonar away and throw it, and you're going to be a lonely guy out there on the lake a lot of times, I feel like, with that bait. It is a bait that's very universal to be able to use on the forward-facing because you're right. You need to see the fall rate. You need to see where the fish are setting in the water column because if it falls below them or if it doesn't, and they won't eat it, if it doesn't fall close enough to them, they won't come up and get it. It is, there are some ways to fish it, I feel, without the forward-facing sonar as well, but you do reduce your catch rate tremendously without it. So, I feel like it's a great tool already. It's kind of like an Alabama rig coming down the bank, or a Whopper Plopper when those crazes took off. And I think it'll be a similar deal, and it'll subside just a little bit. So, but hey, it's the hot bait right now. They're catching a lot of bass on it. I've caught a lot of bass on it. I've been throwing it for well over a year now. When nobody knew what it was, we were catching bass on it.
Really?
And just kind of the internet, and then social media, and then our TV shows and things like that. We've really just opened the door, and we can't keep things a secret nearly as long as they could back in the day.
Right.
So now the general public has it, and here we are.
Well, tell me something, Jeff, since you throw it a lot, give me your setup.
Say that one more time.
Say, since you throw it a lot, give me your setup. Tell me your setup on
Okay,
that.
so I'm throwing I've got it set up 2 different ways. First is I've got it on a bait caster, and I'm throwing it on 17, and I've got it rigged 2 ways. One, I have it with a 3/0 flipping hook put through it, and a Tokyo rig style weight hanging underneath it, and it's on a medium heavy rod on a bait caster 7-1, or 7-1 ratio, 7-3 ratio, faster reel in. And then my second one is on a spinning rod. I've got it on a 7-foot medium heavy rod with a 10-pound leader to a 10-pound braided line, and then I'm throwing that on just a treble hook with a. I guess they've got different styles of weights now that you put in there and you can hook it to, but I was just using
at that time a drop shot weight inside of my starfish type bait or whatever you want to call it, and the prickly pear style bait. And then that's what I was doing that 2 different ways. So with 2 different rods, for those of you who are not great, that don't feel comfortable with the bait caster, you can do it that way on a spinny pole. Or if the guys who feel comfortable to throw it on a bait caster and are going to catch those bass that we have at Fork, they're a lot larger, you need that bigger rod and reel to handle those fish.
Gotcha.
I can tell you, Jeff, it was a drop shot weight with a treble hook on the prickly pear that I got at Lake Fork Tackle Resort right there by the marina. I could throw it 50. I did the whole thing. I could throw it exactly 52 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And the rate, I was fishing brush piles over a bikini, and they were sitting in 19 foot. By the time it got halfway down, they started coming up looking at it, and that's when you got to start figuring out how to work it. So, to me, I got to throw it on a bait caster. Jeff, what are you thinking? Once the fish gets up there and starts looking at it, what are you doing?
You need to pull it away from them. Don't let them get Don't let them get too close. You got to remember what you're doing is when an animal falls in the water, no matter what it is, or if it's a bait ball, if it's crawfish, if it's a perch, that animal has an instinct to get away from a predatory fish. And so if you think that it's always going to be the case to where you let that bait fall right to that fish and he's just going to swim up there and eat it because he's hungry, it's not always the case. Bass are curious. It's a curious animal. So they will swim up, especially when they feel something like that move water they're not used to. They'll swim way up to look at it to get a feel for it. And if it doesn't flee from them or try to escape or whatever the case may be, those bass are just going to turn away and swim back down to what it was because they're going to take it as it's a clod of moss falling down the water, or it can be just anything, a branch that's sinking to the bottom that moves water. It has to give them that reaction to trigger their internal mechanisms to make them feed.
You said something key on there, the movement of the water. Because I'm pretty sure, I know they talk about different kind of like soft plastic, they have ribs on them and how they move water. I guarantee with those tentacles on it like that, it moves a lot of water, or would it not move a lot of water?
Yes, you're exactly right. That's the key to the whole bait is moving water. Those fish feel it with their lateral lines. For someone who says they're sight fishing, I would ask them to put some goggles on, slide down the water about 3 or 4 feet, open their eyes with their goggles on, see it, and put their hand in front of their face. These bass, when they get down that deep and there's no sunlight because of the color of the water, they're feeding on lateral lines solely. So that being said, that's what you're triggering, and anglers that spend a lot of time on the water will understand that. They know what, and that's just like dirty water fishing, muddy water fishing, things like that. Now, there are bass that are sight fishing. You guys got some of the most beautiful crystal clear water in Arkansas that you can find in the country. And you have a lot of sight feeding bass. Ouachita, all those lakes that you literally can see 10, 15 foot to the bottom. Those bass that get up there in 3, 4 foot of water, 100% sight feeding bass. You can throw something over there, and if it's the wrong color, they'll swim over there and look at it and not eat it. But when you got the right color, they choke it. So those are the types of things that that we know, and that we've just had it so long in our hands that we can kind of tell you. So I'm excited for everybody to have it. It helps me because it takes some of the pressure off the ways I like to fish, if you will. I don't mean that ugly. But, I love it when guys chase a trend. I really do, because there's a lot of big bags to be caught that way, and it's exciting to see the advancements in bass fishing. But, we can never stray too far from, the General Larry Nix and what he's done his whole life and things like that. Those guys have caught more bass on one particular worm than probably any bass have been caught on the prickly pear so far. So, it's exciting, and I like to see it. But it is that forward-facing sonar really makes it. And if you guys have noticed, we've had this conversation last week. The forward-facing sonar is really starting to come up, and guys are really starting to take a stance on it at the top levels, because we're seeing what it's doing to the bait companies. We're seeing what it's doing to the rod and reel companies. We're seeing what it's doing to the fisheries. And so we have an insight that not everybody gets to see. We get to meet with the DNR, the DNRs and, things like that they tell us. And, so it's just one of those things. I don't think it's a bad thing. The forward-facing sonar is great. It gets more people into the sport, and things like that. But at the professional levels, it's just like baseball or golf, guys. We have no business with a ball you can hit that goes out of the park every time you go up to the batter's box, just because you make contact with it. So shoot, put them. That's just one of them deals. We'll move from that though. Y'all got my stance on it.
Yeah, we do.
No juice in the fish.
And listen, Jeff, I appreciate you. Me and Rick was talking about you yesterday. When I get the pros to get to, you people like you, Jason Christie gets the call. He's leading right now. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the show, and I appreciate your intel. Hey, my last question, and I got to let you go. I see some bass clubs out there. They're losing fish, and there's ways to keep these fish alive. Would you give me a couple of tips?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Unfortunately, mortality of bass is something that we've always experienced, and as much as we pay attention to it now with the advancements in our live wells and things, you still don't know how many bass that you turn loose that are brain dead when you guys let them go, or when anyone that's fishing, we let them go. So we don't really understand it, and we think that these bass always float to the surface. They do not. Your Clearwater lakes, you will know when you drive by and you look down and you see dead bass on the bottom. You know that these fish don't always float, so you let go a lot of dead fish. That being said, temperature in your live well. If you must box a fish, make sure your temperature in live well is down. Do not put direct ice in your live well.
Right.
Did it for years, killed a lot of bass doing it. Mm-hmm. If you want to do something, get big, giant, frozen water blocks inside of plastic containers. Drop those in your live well or on one side, and then put your fish on the other side so that doesn't beat them up. Keep that water temperature down, but you got to remember, when you pull those fish out of 5, 6, 10, 15, 20 foot of water, that water temperature is probably in the 60s down there, if not in the 50s sometimes. And you bring those fish up and you put them in a live well that's got 85-degree water, 90-degree water, it would be just like someone taking you out of your house and putting you in a hot box outside in your yard and expecting you to live all day long, if that makes sense to anyone. That's the best way I can describe it. So, one, keep your water cool. Try to keep it oxygenated. If you can put some sort of helper in that live well, I suggest you do that. And then last but not least, try not to keep them in there as long as you can. Keep the shade on them on top of your lids. If that means you put like an extra layer of something across the top of your back deck, that's a huge, huge, huge benefit to keeping the temperature down. You got to remember it's a little thin piece of aluminum that's transmitting heat into that live well. So a lot of things like that, guys, and just watch your fish. And if you can, go to a 3-fish limit or catch, weigh, release on the boat in the summertime to keep the mortality rate, because you're just killing those big females and the better sized fish that you want to reproduce.
Yeah.
You're the man, Jeff.
Good call. Thank you.
You're the man. Hey, thank you, brother. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thanks, bro.
Appreciate it, Jeff.
Thanks, guys. We're on the road to Grand. Y'all keep an eye on Major League Fishing this week.
We will. We'll definitely do it.
I'll be definitely
Thanks,
doing
buddy.
Okay.
Good luck out there. All right, let's do a fishing report right now. This is a little fishing report plus a heads up. Lake Monticello, just giving you a heads up what the Arkansas Game Fish Commission has done right now. You can keep 5 bass out there, but only one can be over 16 inches. Also, you can keep up to 15 crappie, but only 7 of those crappies can be over 12 inches. So keep that a heads up when you go out there, Lake Monticello, so you won't get a ticket.
Coming back, what's up? We got shout outs and we got Beaver Lake. Just stay with us, Fishing Arkansas.
You need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating.
You hear me?
No, what you say? I'll be listening to music.
That was a good interview.
That was good, because you know what it just happened to me? Because this is what you have to keep in mind when you fish in summer tournaments. Not only is the water and the temperature hotter, your days are longer. You start fishing at Save Light. Save Light is 5:30 instead of fishing at 7 to 3.
You're keeping them fish a long
You're
time.
keeping those fish an hour and a half, 2 hours longer than you normally do in your live well. So that's something to keep in mind too.
Go to a 2-fish limit on club tournaments. There was a guy.
Well, I can't say 2. Give me 3.
There was a guy on here.
There's a who?
There's a guy on YouTube walking up with his bag of fish.
All of them floating.
You see it?
Nuh-uh.
27 pounds, every one of them dead as doornails.
Yeah.
And then he's bragging about it like, I do what I do.
Well, I don't like it. Because I was doing everything I could yesterday, and I did do the thing I shouldn't have done. I started putting ice off in it just to try to bring that temperature down. But I know none of them died on me. I had my co-angler. He had one that died on him. But what I'm going to do now is I got to find some blocks that's in, like you say, frozen water bottles.
Like you said, just get you 2-gallon milk jugs filled up with water.
Right.
Put them on one side, like our Tuesday night tournament. That's what we'll do. We'll run them both and put one on the other side.
Well, that's what I got to do. I'm going to have to start freezing me some stuff. But a 2-liter.
Now, one thing I haven't done, and he's right, That's a very thin lid, and you see a lot of folks put that foam in there,
Yeah.
and cut it, and then that blocks the sun.
You know what? That's something to keep in mind too.
Or some of them's got this floating mat.
Yeah, that's what Skeeter's
And they
having
push
there.
it.
I think Skeeter, somebody's running that. I'll be worried about it if that's conducting heat, but I guess it's not because it's in the dark when you close the lid.
And your recirc. We kept that on. We went from auto to manual about 1 o'clock.
Well, see, my lids are made out of fiberglass, but I'm still thinking fiberglass is still gonna get hot too, even though it's covered.
Well, it's so
that
thin.
heat, yeah, it's
Thin
still.
as you. Yeah. Look here. I just didn't know Past the Tank River had such big fish.
I
in
didn't.
it.
They probably didn't know either till they put the sea urchin
Scope
out
on
there.
it. Yeah.
Because now I guarantee you it's gonna be some big fish caught on Hamilton. All these dock lakes that them big bass, we didn't think that. We throw a jig up on there, we throw everything. You throw that sucker up, and that big sucker come.
Listen, I did it at Greer's.
Boy, you like.
Now you do have to watch your
moly.
color on Greer's.
Right.
I was throwing the green pumpkin, and the size. I mean, I'm throwing that one at Forker's that big.
Right.
They have something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then throw it out there, and smallmouth. It's like a fire. It's like a fire cry.
They call it the rocket. They shoot at that.
I mean, I just threw it, and so I got my live scope.
And you was
set.
already running.
Listen, my live scope is set with that angle that when I throw a bait, whatever, I see the splash on my live scope, so I know exactly where it went in.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as it did that, started going maybe 2 inches.
They shot him. Come get it.
I mean, hit it basically on top of the water.
Whoa, crab.
What was that? A crab? What was that?
Was that his fish?
No, that was a crab.
Oh.
I saw it crawl up on it. I just saw his picture. I was like, wait a minute, that wasn't a snake, was it?
That's old Zaldane. He finally made top 10 throwing.
The
Now, I don't know that he's throwing the urchin. He's throwing big old swim baits.
No, he's throwing an urchin. Look
Is
at
he?
He's in his hand right now.
God almighty.
Time to switch back, everyone.
Oh, no.
Station sale. Find them online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. You're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy.
I wanted the fame, but not the cover of Newsweek. Oh well. Guess
Welcome back to Fishing Arkansas. Here's Big Sarge.
All right, this is one of our little camp under the stars drop shot.
Talk to me.
Daisy State Park, located in scenic setting in the Ouachita Mountains. Lake Greeson and the Little Missouri River create a destination for outdoor recreation.
And where's that located?
Down there by Greeson.
By Greeson.
Mm-hmm. Ouachita Mountains. Nice little flow right down there.
Nice cool water.
Cool water. All right, we need to do some of these segments, but let me get Cody on from Beaver Lake.
Here on Fishing Arkansas, we want to make sure we have all the bases covered when it comes to fishing reports from across the state, but we were missing someone from Northwest Arkansas, and that's where our next guest steps in. He's been fishing his whole life with several state trail top 5 finishes and countless top 10s. Now he's a guide on Beaver Lake with River Rat Guide Service. Give him a call at 479-531-5535 or check out riverratguideservicellc.com. He's also on Facebook and TikTok. Here's Cody Ussery on Fishing Arkansas.
All right, Cody, you're one of the biggest, clearest lake in the state of Arkansas. Drop shot was right with the longer days, and if you go out there in a tournament, we took off at 6 o'clock yesterday. Some of these guys and girls may have a limit by 9. You're keeping those fish all the way to 3 o'clock. You put something out on Facebook. You want to explain that to everybody?
Yeah, so I come from the crappie world, and we've kind of adapted a few things, and so I run a 10-pound oxygen bottle. I use the tank. It comes in the small compact oxyacetylene torch kit. You can get on the internet, Amazon, and get a pediatric regulator. And I run that oxygen bottle to a pediatric regulator to a oxygen diffuser, not an aerator stone, an oxygen diffuser. It puts out a real fine, small bubble that mixes into your water better. I run it on a quarter or an eighth, just kind of depending on how hot it is. you won't lose a fish. The problem with dying the fish is diffused oxygen level in your water. I think that's the most important thing.
All right, so
You got to type that one up for me.
Yeah, let me, well, he put it out here. So
Is it on Facebook?
Are you running this off your batteries or what?
No, it's a 10-pound. It's a compressed oxygen bottle. You can go to any welding store anywhere around and buy it. You can go. You can get the medical bottles. You know, you see a lot of the people with the bottles people carry around and stuff. With medical oxygen.
Yeah. I got you.
It's a little harder to get those, and not everybody will refill them or replace those without having a prescription.
Right.
But if you go to the welding store, you can get oxygen. It's not as pure because it's not for human consumption, but it's pure enough, for the torches that it works for like fish and stuff.
Okay, well, I appreciate that tip.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to copy and paste that one because I got to go buy some stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Appreciate that.
And
Look at that.
the diffuser stone, that's one of the biggest deals. Don't go get a blue stone from like Walmart or nothing. You have to order a diffuser stone because it produces a real fine micro bubble.
All right. Well, there you go, folks.
So how do you put in your live well? I guess that's my next thing. Okay, you got all this stuff because it sounds like a nice looking contraption. So how do you mount it in your live well? Do you run it outside your live well and run the cords in? How do you do that? How is the mounting process?
Yeah, I run it outside my live well. I've got the 3/4 inch hole that sits right above my live well on my skeeter.
Mm-hmm.
So I just run my line right through that hole, hook it to the diffuser stone, then run it to the bottom of the tank, and then I usually have my oxygen bottle sitting in the seat so I can regulate it depending on, how I feel the water temperature.
Mm-hmm.
And even I've done some things in the summer when it gets really, really super hot, I'll take an ice chest and I'll stick that water bottle or that oxygen bottle in an ice chest and cover it with ice so it's pumping cold air into the live well.
Yeah, and
that is a science.
That's the beauty with Major League Fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Catch
and release. Yeah, they not
and I know we're talking about club tournaments and we're talking about 5-fish limits everywhere else. So, all right, thank you for that tip. Now let's talk about Beaver Lake. Beautiful, beautiful lake, folks. You need to get up there. Cody can put you on some fish. So, what's going on up there?
Well, she's a little tough right now. Both of our generators are down on the dam, and so the Corps is trying to regulate our water level, so they're having to open the gates, and they're also having to run the big conduit pipes. So instead of being able to regulate water, they're just having to open it and dumping it. So it's causing a lot of water flow. We've had a lot of rain. She's come up 2 foot vertically. So with that dam being open, they're sucking water, from the rivers to the dam, so it's putting a lot of debris in the lake. But she's fishing good, but she's gonna need 4 or 5 days to recover from this last set of rain.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of rain, and like I said before, bring it on. We don't want to be where we don't have enough rain and the lakes are super low. I don't want to be there. This is a beautiful state. We want to make sure our lakes are really full, and right now they're getting full. So if they want to book a trip and go catch some crappie. Do you do anything else, Cody? I know I've asked you this before. Walleye, bass, what? Just crappie?
I do crappie, walleye, and catfish mainly. I do bass trips, but it's more for spotted bass, more just kind of like a fun trip. I don't really target the largemouth or the smallmouth, but I specialize crappie, walleye, and catfish on Beaver Lake.
There you go, folks. Hey, if you don't own a boat, don't go buy a boat if you don't want to. You go book Cody and fill up your ice chest and take it home and then call him back in another month.
Once you get stocked.
That's right. Cody, how do they get a hold of you, buddy?
You can find me on Facebook, Beaver Lakes River Rat Guide Service. You can find me on the web, riverratguideservicellc.com, or you can give me a call or text, 479-531-5535.
Thank you, brother. Looking forward to every Sunday with you.
There you go. Appreciate it, Cody.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Have a good day.
All right.
You too now.
Good information on this
That's
live well.
awesome.
How about some shout-outs, Drop?
Let's do some shout-outs, baby.
Do you hear that? It's time for shout-outs on Fishing Arkansas.
Well, on this show, we always talk about people that we know and that we've invested in. So I'm going to give a shout-out to Mary, Charles, and Thurlow over at Primerica Mortgage and Primerica Advisors for helping me and my family on all our investment and home needs. You know what I'm saying? They look out for me. If you don't know once I retired, TSP and all that good stuff, you let everybody else. But if you want to start having people help work your money, give them a call at Primerica, Thurlow Cobb, and Mary and Charles at 501-672-1899, and let them help you get your future together.
All right. So big shout out to ICU Marine Monitors. We didn't get to throw it on Live Scope yesterday, but the mapping and everything is great on it. Watch the little Bassmasters is pretty cool. If you need one, call me or get a hold of my buddy Rick Carter. And a special shout out to my partner Rick Carter. Boy, we had a good day on the water. And one of the big fish that he caught was he missed it the first time, and I'm talking dirt, 4-pounder in the dirt. And he flipped it right back, which is unusual. You figured they would have left, and he caught that one. Big shout out to Baz. Let me call in every Friday now.
Okay. Yeah, that was a little treat that I got since I was working Thursday and Friday. So I'm glad that he's giving you that opportunity.
Yeah, and I think he's recognized that our show is tops, and he wants me to be part of it, and just like I want them to be part of our show. So there you go. And then, Sean, I got to do a special shout-out to the missus. She came down to watch the weigh-in and clean my camper.
Oh, that's always nice. That's always nice.
You got to have somebody like that.
You got to if you want to play. You want to play in this sport.
That's right. Real quick, the weather report now, folks. This is just what they're saying. Rain every day, all the way to Sunday. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
It's off and on. We're in the 80s. Texas, about the same way, and Gulf Shores is actually a little bit better. But it looks like we're all staying in the 80s, and we just got rain, which I'm saying bring it on. I don't really care.
Yeah.
And then talking about Gulf Shores, let me just tell you. We got a lot of folks going down June, July, and August. We go down September. But if you're listening right now and you're saying, man, I really want to go down there and book a trip, call Coastal Blue Persuasion, Captain Frank. Tell him we got you on there. Get you a little discount. But here's the thing. Don't go way down south. You got to be in the Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, Fort Morgan area because he drives his boat from Dolphin Island. You understand?
Come get you. Right.
And then you can go out to, he'll take you out to the oil rigs, and then you'll do some inshore. He's out there right now. His trolling motor broke.
No.
5:20 this morning, he texts me. Man, is all right. And you're probably saying, well, where do we stay, Sarge? I can tell you where we go is the Plantation Dunes. It is not expensive for a condo, baby.
Right.
And what I'm talking about is September is $400 for a week. And these are right on the beach. So I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just trying to help people out.
Those are better rates than hotel rates. I can promise you that.
Well, gas is goofy right now, and I understand it's got to be pre-war before I really get happy. Let's not just start jumping up and down because it went down 40 cents.
Yeah, I know, right?
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, you know what I said earlier about Circle K. We're not sponsored by them or nothing like that, but hey, I'm with the app, and now I'm working with 40 cents off per gallon. So if you want to try to save a little money on gas, get you one of those Circle K apps, and 25 to 40% off per gallon once you participate. So that's just a suggestion for anybody listening.
We haven't done this segment in some time. I know Todd's trying to find it, but it's Lure of the Week.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
go ahead and knock it out. I'm not going to find it.
Okay. Yeah, because I haven't used it in a long time.
That's a new screen over there.
Well, and they're starting to try to get them in at Fish and stuff. But here's what I want to tell you, folks. Down at Lake Fork Resort, they got an online tackle store, and the team there is just awesome. They help out all the guides. You can go online and get the Yakamoto Uno, Catch and Cole, Skinny Bear, and what I'm using is Hagg's Prickly Pear. Listen to this price. Hagg's Prickly Pear, $8.49. Hey, they're going for $20, $30.
No, Rick just said what's got to say they're going for $40 to $80.
Yeah. Come on, man. Now Evolve is the highest. It's at 19, which I haven't thrown at. But get you when you call down there online, tell them we sent you down there. Size 1 treble hook is what I'm using with a real small. You need to get several different weights because you just don't know until you see it fall.
Because I know your line size is going to affect the way it falls as well.
Yeah, that's right. But it's www.lakeforkresort.com, and when I'm telling you, you may be saying, well, wait a minute, Sarge, we need to be pushing our locals. Our locals ain't got them
because they're getting sold and bought up so fast.
That's right.
They're not making it.
They're getting truckloads because of all these Bassmasters Elites and everything that go by there, and they're buying them. So they're getting truckloads of them.
And it's just like any other bait. You can lose them. So just because you don't go in there and buy 1 or 2, you buy 6 or 7 of them, just like we always do, because you got different colors and different patterns and everything else. So,
just a little recap on a couple of weeks ago. I haven't seen anything going on at the North Little Rock ramp yet.
No.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man. You got to know the leadership North Little Rock is listening.
Yeah.
If somebody's listening.
Somebody gonna talk about
it. It ain't gonna take you 5 minutes to run down there and say, you know what? We need some lights.
Let's put some light.
We need a floating dock.
The lights because to me, the lights are a safety issue because you don't ever know what's going on in that lark and what's larking in the dark down there.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
And here's the thing: if you think I'm dropping it,
you're not. I already know. You're persistent. He's a man
I ain't dropping it.
On a mission right now.
What you got for
All
me?
right, let's go to Lake Peckerwood right now. The fish are biting very well. The bass, the brim, and the crappie. The brim right now on crickets and red worms. The catfish on minnows and hot dogs. Calm down.
I'm sorry.
Talking about the bass. We're talking about the catfish. The bass right now biting on top water early and big worms in midday. So go out there and make it do what it do on Peckerwood Lake.
All right, coming back to the basics. And guess what? Christmas in July is coming.
Ooh.
Stay with us, Fishing Arkansas.
Don't you fight it till you try to do that conga beat.
Teresa says she purchased all hers on Amazon. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with Amazon. But what I try to do is support family-owned businesses.
Yep.
I don't know anybody that owns Amazon.
I don't want to do anything for you.
No, they ain't give me no discount.
They ain't give you no discount. Drop it off.
That I'm glad she said that because that is a good. And here's the thing too, Teresa. They ain't no GoFundMe. I already looked this up. The city is responsible for that ramp.
Oh, really? So,
Yeah.
they
took it away. They need to bring it back.
If you bring all those complaints out there, and somebody will get hurt. That means the city should be responsible for it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying. I go out there and somebody go out there and get impaled by this doggone rebar that's sitting right there that's 10 foot off the bank. Then what? Because you know it's a safety concern, as Arbin said. Miss Angelia said she didn't hear a shout out, so I got to give her another shout out. Good morning, Miss Angelia.
She say the bait shops sell through Amazon. Maybe that's right. I don't know. So if you go to Amazon, does it say you're buying this from this store?
So
it should tell you who the retailer is.
So Amazon is just a shipping tool?
Pretty much.
Maybe just like because if you can buy some Amazon, it can tell you from Walmart. You're gonna buy something from Walmart from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Okay, that's just like the middleman. That makes sense.
Basically, it would give, for example, if Drop Shot were to own a bait shop and he didn't have the capital to invest in a website, he could list his stuff on Amazon and then get his orders through Amazon and then ship them that way.
But Amazon's taking %
Oh yeah,
I mean, they're going to have to because they have their operating costs.
But they so big, it's probably smaller than you going to try to create something that hope would last versus when the Amazon probably like, okay, I'm done with y'all, done with you.
You know what I'd like to see?
What would you like to see?
Greer's Ferry at 10 o'clock at night. Put a little chartreuse on the tips, just of the prickly pear at dark. Throw it out there. It splashes and it goes down. You're watching it. Will they see it?
I don't know. I like how Jeff said, though, that I never thought about I thought about it, but I didn't apply it to the prickly pear of the water movement.
Well, it's so thick that you got to think. Now, I can tell you when I throw it out there and look at my live scope, it goes whoosh and then start floating down.
But can you actually see the bubbles it may be making as you move it?
I just see it.
Well, it's all gravy, baby. Do it one more time. Oh boy!
Her grandkid.
Buy your book, see the school.
Her grandkid Willow. was doing something, and she said something. I said, "You know what I mean?" I looked at her and said, "You know what I mean?" And I just started looking at her, and she looked at me. She goes,
"What is your problem?"
She looked at Sean. She goes, "What is he doing? Why is he staring at me?"
He's gone ill. Oh, my guinea goo goo. Oh, I got a few shout outs, man. I got to give not the shout outs. I got some results.
What?
How much time? We got 20 minutes, man. We still got plenty of time. What you got for shout?
I bet we ain't got that much time. Hey, see if you can read that. That's with
Camera spot. Let's go. Withrop. What's that? Withrop.
With row. There's Rick Carter.
Withrow Springs State Park. That's in Huntingsville, Arkansas. Class 1. What is that?
Here we go, guys. Time to switch back.
Class 1.
Welcome back to Fishing Arkansas. Here's Big Sarge.
All right, y'all get ready because we got Rick Carter on the line. But here's number 5, Woolly Holler. You've been there, hadn't you?
I will if you hit him.
Woolly Holler State Park. You can fish, boat, dock, swim, 40-acre lake, 18 miles north of Conway, campsites, and you got to have a hot shower.
Yeah.
You ever had a cold shower?
Yes, I have.
Well, I don't like them. I did it all my military
That's
life,
what I said.
I don't like them.
That's why I've had some in the military.
I'm glad I ain't got to do that no more.
Boy.
And I got to and you had to shave without no water.
Yeah.
Because they come up and say, "Hey, Sarge, you can't have that beard." So you got to shave.
Well, I got people that. Well, I'm not even going to tell.
No, we won't go down that road. All right, let's get old Rick on.
Oh boy.
Yes, our show is called Fishing Arkansas, but you know how Sarge talks all the time about slipping down to Lake Fork in East Texas, and our next guest helped Carolina Rig and Sassy Shad catch their personal bests. Now it's time to put you on those same fish. This is the guy that can do it. It's time for Rick Carter on Fishing Arkansas.
So, Rick, we were
What's
talking.
up, Rick?
Yeah, we were talking earlier about the California bunches. You got a bunch that comes, and now there's a bunch down there right now from 30. Somebody caught a double digit yesterday. Is that right?
Yeah, man, I got the picture last night. Old Brooks, one of the Team Skeeter guys, he predominantly fishes shallow all year round, and man, they caught a monster yesterday on spinnerbait shallow in that little light wind we had.
Man, I know I was finna mess with Rick. I know his intro, he's selling all the personal best. I caught my personal best with Rick almost the other day when I was down there. But it was a turtle, but I thought that was him.
Yeah.
We thought that was a lake record, boy, I tell you.
I wish you'd video that and seen that turtle.
Goodness. Boy, I tell you, when it hit and it went, Rick said, this is him, G. He said, this is him, cuz. This is him. Boy, we both thought that was him.
Oh.
Man, that area me and Drop Shot were in, there'd been a ton of alligators in there, and I thought he actually had a gator when I saw that thing underwater. It was a giant turtle.
Huge. That joke was huge.
Brooke hooked one, and
boy.
it never showed up. I said it's got to be big if it hadn't come up yet.
Yeah, I played. We got him up to the boat because I thought, I ain't gonna lie, the only thing I can see in my mind was my replica of my big bass.
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't happen. It never let it down.
I can see my replica of my big bass. I said it's gonna be a 13 to 14
mighty. But listen, this is the lake to do it. I just got off the phone with Jeff. I hope you got to listen to that. That was a really great interview talking about prickly pear and talking about keeping your fish alive.
Yes.
Rick, you fished all your life, FLW, and what was your secret to keeping the fish alive?
In the heat of summer.
Yeah.
Man, we had a company back then, friends of mine from Springdale, Arkansas, had a company called Rejuvenate.
Mm-hmm.
And they were around forever. I don't know what's happened to them, but that Rejuvenate, we never had a problem keeping those fish in the Ranger boats back then. I literally don't think I lost but maybe one fish, maybe two fish out of 20 years of doing that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And I still have about 3 bottles that Rejuvenate. It looks a lot like the live release that Sarge had in our boat yesterday, but it has a few more additives in there that helps them recover from the water being hot.
Okay. And that put some Rejuvenate in
Yeah.
some bottled
Yeah,
ice water.
we had bottled water. And one thing I ain't done yet, Rick, and I wish I had of, is putting some kind of floating device underneath the lid. Just like Jeff said, it gets really hot down there.
Keep that water from getting
Yes, that's a great tip. I have them in my new boat. You go buy those pool noodles at Dollar Store, and cut them about 14 inches long, and put you 4 or 5 across in there, and lay them in the bottom. When it fills up, they get on top, and that provides the live well lid from not sending that heat right in on them.
Okay, there you go.
Good
Quick,
tip.
That's
Good
the
tip. Noodles, ain't
Noodles,
yeah,
there you
noodles
go.
don't
Okay.
cost nothing.
You
They don't
sure
cost
right about
nothing.
that. You can go buy one of them and probably feed the whole lot with one noodle.
Well,
okay.
Yes. Hey, y'all were talking about places in Arkansas. There's a place called Crown Lake. It's up above Batesville, over past Cave City. I don't even see it on the map I was looking at, but Crown Lake, some of my wife's friends from up there, Batesville area, they go there and catch a lot of big 8-pound plus fish.
Crown Lake.
Any of your listeners up that way, look up Crown Lake and give it a whirl.
that's a little hidden gem right there.
Yeah, that is a gem.
Talking about hidden gems, Rick. I know you're on FS1 watching not the classic, but the elites right now. Jason Christie, known for throwing a spinnerbait, he is throwing the old prickly pear out there. You have come, which you're an old head, old angler, knows he's got his traditions down. He's like Larry Nixon. Rick knows how to find fish. You have actually broken out the old prickly pear. What are you thinking about it?
Man, I get my new boat out this week with my ICU monitor on front, and I'm going to work on that thing. I think you and I have got a good rigging on it with that treble hook with the little drop shot weight against it.
Yep.
And you can put whatever size weight you like on there. I think in deep water a little heavier. If you're out there 20 feet and they're suspended down at 15, you want to get it to them quick as you can.
That's right. That's right, because they'll move, especially if they're moving. Yeah, if they're floating. I'm sorry. Camp Bass, can I talk about that before we let you go? It's coming up on us in about 5 weeks.
Give me those dates again, too, Rick.
The fishing dates, I think, are the 21st through the 23rd.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good
stuff. July 21 to 23, we'll be fishing with the youth group. We've already picked the class. And, man, it looks like it's going to be awesome. We'll have 40 kids, 20 boaters, including me, Sarge, and Drop Shot. So it's going to be a great July out there on Lake Fort Marina.
I'll tell you what I'm hoping for is Jamie brings back the old slide over there, put a little water, and, you know, kids, if you're listening, and I know Easton's going to be one of them, this is for your memory bank. When you go here, you're going to get to fish with some of the best anglers out there. You got good food, you got good hotels. Miss Dana puts a good show on there, and you get to fish with the legendary Lake Fork to try to catch you a big one. And somebody always does it, comes out of Rick's boat. And so
Hey, man, they interviewed Jack York at a Bassmaster recently, and he mentioned Camp Bass and all the guys that taught him when he was a little beanpole, and that's what it's all about right there.
It is, and they all become friends, and they talk to each other. Maybe the rest of their life. Drop Shot. It's kind of like the military when you go on summer camp.
Yep.
All right, Rick, I need a good report, man. They want to book you in June. We got 2 weeks left. What do they do?
Hey, get a hold of us. FLWPro.com is my site. We got a brand new Phoenix 21 Elite X. Man, it's tricked out. Y'all call us at 903-850-4007. We'll get you hooked up. And shout out to Troy from South Africa on that McCarthy, California group. He was in my boat Thursday before we left, and I never been in an airport where elephants were charging the cars and stuff. He told me a story. I'm like, man, I'm going to stay here in Texas and Arkansas.
Yeah, where we have alligators chase us. Well, Rick, tell Daff I appreciate her coming out there for the weigh-in. It was a great tournament. We are fishing Richland Chambers in October. My friend here, Drop Shot Fish. That's a big old lake. Got a lot of big fish.
A lot of big fish.
It is. It's a big lake. It's got a little grass and a lot of timber. And I was there the week it opened. So we'll be there, brother.
We're gonna be there. We're gonna score big, $100,000.
Well, y'all kick. But hey, Rick, shoot out that Facebook information about your interview. That was pretty cool.
That was cool. Tell them how they can find that interview.
Man, that was on YouTube. It was a great interview with that guy, Anthony Thomas. Visuals is his name.
Okay.
And great guy. He was one of the starters of Netflix.
Okay.
He helped get that started.
Good stuff.
How about that?
Well, that was a heavy.
Yeah, it's cool. You can see it on Facebook too. Just look up Rick Carter, you'll see it.
Okay.
Heck of an interview. I enjoyed it. I sit there and listen to it. So it was good stuff.
It was good stuff. Hey, Rick, thanks you again, brother, and I'll call you later.
All right, Rick, be good.
Thank y'all.
See you, buddy. You got something for me?
We finna do a break, or what we doing?
No, you got to do that.
It's break time. Let's go to Lake Poinsett. Right now, the bass are hitting top water and minnows as well. The brim are starting to start the stage. They're starting to bed, and they can be caught on crickets and redworms. As you hear, the theme is crickets and redworms when it comes to brim. So keep that in mind.
Listen, if you're out in the sun for 8-9 hours fishing, do you want to drink beer and whiskey?
No.
You ain't lying, but
I
got some good stuff for you. Y'all stay with us, Fish in Arkansas.
Alcohol dehydrates you. And Todd getting everybody hyped this morning. Hey man, I'm gonna do these results. You ain't gotta do you don't have to do an intro.
I'm doing this first, Chubbs.
That's fine. Do what you gotta do, and we gotta do the camping spot too.
Yes.
Put that with you so I can.
Let's go. Well, just come out. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Go to camping, and then he can do his deal.
Results a week.
You got to do that, Chubbs.
Yeah.
Bill coming in?
As far as I know, I
Bill the Thrill.
Drop Shot, your results thing is one of the things that's missing from.
Is it? That's fine. That's all. You can just say we're gonna. I
just
I
have
can
to
just
do
start
another
talking.
one today. We got a little
because that looks a whole lot different. I'll be
It
mad
is.
at that.
It's a whole different operating system.
At least you knew color coordinated. It was a quick fix. All those are just words.
Yeah,
that look the same.
I don't think the new system offers that.
Yeah,
color
that sucks.
coordinating.
I guarantee that sucks because I'm visual. You could already know. Okay, repetition. I know you're orange. I know you're blue. I know you're green. I know. But now you're like, I gotta read every one of them
exactly.
And it's 1,000 of them on there. Man, I saw that when I saw it, it's like that just looked like a big long sentence or a paragraph.
Well, I try to keep the description short so that.
But if it's color coded,
I can tell even just by seeing a word or a part of a word. I can
right.
But then, like you see this little yellow box that gives me the full description.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, I think it's this. And then if I go to that little yellow box, it'll either confirm what I'm thinking or it'll tell me what it is, and I got to go look somewhere else.
But I bet you like the color coordinated better than what that is, don't you?
I kind of did.
Yeah.
Just because.
Repetition to get you used to that color, especially with the name.
Well, that and the old system worked a little bit. Well, not to get too technical, but I found a way with the old system to make it work. I've kind of done it with this just to kind of, because I think this is the only way I can do it. But if there's going to be we find out as we go along because we're
OJT baby.
We're building the plane as we fly it.
Right.
So as we get into the next few months and we start to learn the quirks and everything with this new system, if there's a better way to do it, I will be the first to try
find it. Well, Katie Potado, there we go. Yeah, I kept.
Is this our last segment?
Yes.
What time is it?
9:53.
Oh my goodness, it is time to roll your boat.
Let's see, you will have
2 minutes,
I
3
won't even
minutes.
go over
roughly
those.
about 4 minutes.
Cool, that's enough time
For the
you
last
to-
segment?
You get your yig yak on, I get my yig yak on, and we be yig yakking.
Yeah, you ain't got to do all the names. Just do the winner or something, Chubbs.
Come on, man, give everybody some love. That's what it's all about. I gotta give
You
folks
ain't got
love.
time. Unless you go roll through them.
I am gonna roll through them. I'm not gonna.
We're gonna say we're gonna time you this time.
I'm not. There we go. Hurry up! Hurry up!
I'm gonna show you how fast I am.
Hurry up! Hurry up!
I want to dance with another.
Hurry up! Hurry up!
I guess I'm gonna leave here and go pick up the missus. We got to go eat somewhere. We got zero groceries. She don't get no groceries where I'm gone.
I don't blame her because everybody gonna eat them probably but you.
What?
Sounds like a trip to Martha Jean's is in order.
Martha Jean.
Yeah, I'm thinking breakfast time.
Get you a big old them hash browns be looking fire. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, those hash browns look good. Now, I wouldn't mind having. You know what? I might go get me a panty cake this week today. I might do it too.
Where you getting a pancake at?
IHOP.
What? So what is this?
I don't know. What is this? What are you talking about?
Oh, I got you. He's got 133,000 subscribers.
Who is he?
That's where you find Rick's stuff.
Oh, okay.
I want to dance.
But you know what? Part of envy that I didn't know.
Time to switch back, everyone.
For
Welcome back to Fishing Arkansas. Here's Big Sarge.
What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Hey,
Huh?
you can't miss Heavy D, baby. Heavy D is the man.
I know Heavy D, baby. Christmas in July is July 12th. Hello.
Hello.
We got Ryan Harmon going to come in and sing some Christmas. I got about, I don't know, $2,000 or $3,000 worth of
giveaways.
Good giveaways. All right, so here's the deal. Don't wait till you're thirsty. That's a big key.
Well,
because you're out there on the water and you're not thirsty. Well, guess you just get dehydrated.
And you don't wait till the tournament day. You start dehydrating 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Early,
well, listen.
Hydrate. You start hydrating.
I'm big time about cramping sometimes because But here's some foods. I'm not doing drinks. Foods: watermelon, oranges, grapes, cucumber, strawberry, celery, pineapple, baby carrots. I don't know about that. And I'm not throwing no yogurt cups in my boat. But the watermelon, oranges, grapes I can get.
Yep.
And get this, for some energy, quick energy, hard-boiled eggs.
Mm-hmm. Protein.
All right, hold on now. Hold on. I know you all over that stuff. Next week, we are going to really, because we ran out of time, we're going to break down how and what kind of gear, the whole 9 yards about this dice bait, okay? Let's do some camping real quick by Axles Plus because those are good people out of BB, Arkansas.
There we go.
Sometimes there's just nothing better than hitting the open road, finding a good camping spot, and hanging out with family and friends. But if your trailer's not working right, that could be a pretty short trip. That's why you need to go to Axles Plus. They're your go-to for all your trailer needs, located in Beebe at 2502 West DeWitt Henry Drive. And if you don't feel like roughing it, maybe you want the comforts of a camper or RV, check out Moix RV with 2 locations in Conway, 1 in Springdale, and now they're open in Hot Springs Landing. However you choose to do it, we're here to give you the best camping spots on Fishing Arkansas.
All right, let's go to Withrow Springs State Park. It's located in Huntsville, Arkansas. And for all you kayakers, it's a Class 1 streams. So if you go out there and kayaking, it has 29 campsites and a pool. So go enjoy yourself out there.
It's just a little hidden gem.
Just a hidden gem.
You know, Rick put out a hidden gem.
Yes, he did.
Crown Lake.
And I'm going to put out some results.
Come on.
Here we go. We got results right now. Get 5 bass at their tournament series on Lake Darnell. We'll give a shout out to Sean Gordon and Paul Combs for making it do what it do. Second place was Drew Porto and Lawson Lewis. And third place was Brandon Lee and Jared Allen. Angler Management had a tournament on Lake Darnell. I want to give a shout out to B. Edward and T. Cook for winning that one. Second place went to B. Slaughter and W. Thompson. And third place went out to, I guess his father and son, S. and K. Thomas. Hey, Metro had a tournament yesterday.
I wasn't going to let you bring this up because I wanted the last couple of minutes to be about you.
Okay.
You won it 16 pounds Lake Darnell.
All right, Metro had a tournament yesterday on Lake Lake Dardanelle, yes, yours truly. I was blessed to win it. All praise and glory go to our Heavenly Father. Got first place on that one. Second place was the Virgil Woods. And third place went to Andrew Gardner. On our co-angler side, Dale Abraham won it, and Larry Carter came in second. Also, Amberjaw had a tournament coming out of Monbell Park. I want to give a shout out to Daniel Romaine for winning it. Second place was Logan Williams. And third place was Wyatt Ellis. So way to go, guys.
All right, how many seconds we got?
30.
30.
See, look
Listen,
at that.
hey,
Look
shout
at
out.
that.
Now you're killing me.
I had all that
Shout
time,
outs
baby.
to you. Way to go. You caught him on what worm?
Drop shot. I was doing a drop shot, and I was doing a floating worm yesterday, making it do what it
We
did.
got Bill coming in. Bill, I ain't got the mayor to call me yet. You better fix the North Little Rock ramp is all I got to say. Hey, listen, y'all be safe out there, and this is Fishing Arkansas. See y'all next week. We are out.